Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages, okay? Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment, okay? It is always going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest, purest white light of with the best interest of me and the collective at heart, you are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my beautiful and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay? So this is an Archangel Michael reading. The first thing that I wrote on here is the esoteric meaning of a vampire, and I also wrote the esoteric meaning of Christmas, okay? And then I have another note on the other page, but let's start with those. So I just sat right here and I just Googled vampire esoteric meaning, and so this one says a psychic vampire is a living person who drains others emotionally, metaphorically, or empathically. Empathically, they drain the auric life force out of one's, let me just click it and just hope it goes to that spot. They take, so it says, empathically, they drain the auric life force out of one's life. Metaphorically, they take the emotions of someone without giving anything back. They use others emotionally. It says they are different from the blood-sucking vampires of the folklore and the ones seen in movies. If one is in a healthy relationship, there is a healthy exchange of energy between the people. But if it is unhealthy, then one becomes a psychic vampire, okay? It says when an attack by vampire happens, the person who is attacking receives an upsurge of energy while the one being attacked feels drained. Most of this, psychic vampires do it unknowingly, okay? So a lot of people are psychic vampires and they're not even aware that they're psychic vampires, is what Archangel Michael is saying here, okay? It says in normal circumstances, so this says how it happens, okay? In normal circumstances, someone is born and taken care of until they are an adult to take care of themselves. If the process doesn't happen that way, one grows into an adult who still looks for the outside world to meet their needs on each and every level. They become mistresses and masters at hunting for energies through a variety of means: anger, charm, desperation, presenting themselves as victims, and pleading for help are some of the methods which the psychic vampire uses to drain others of their energies. I have never heard it like this, you know what I mean? Like so clearly explained, okay? This is auntieflow.com, okay? It says psychic vampire spiritual meaning and interpretation, okay? So it says how to counter a psychic vampire. It says one is not supposed to take it personally, as it is not about oneself, but about energy drain. The psychic vampire will always be on a mission to hunt for energy from others who can meet their needs, as long as they are not in a position to meet it. They will drain one dry, and they always use the tactic of draining those who are not in the dynamic until they transform and become conscious. Ooh, it says it is important to also understand where the psychic vampires are coming from. Thus, it is important to think of them as scared kids in the form of an adult body who are trying to make a way for themselves in this world, okay? Come on, Archangel Michael. It says, get to know that it is not the self who is supposed to meet the psychic vampire's needs and demands. All one needs to do is be compassionate about why they need what they are looking for. It said it is important to look inside. If one finds that they are having a psychic vampire, re-examining self might bring out the why in why it is a self who finds people coming for help or spotting people's problems before even they talk about it. Changing beliefs might just be the thing one needs to change all that, okay? It says there is the importance of one's focus and learning to use it economically, which means a situation should be given just what it requires and nothing more. For example, while driving to work, if someone makes your dress dirty, one has an option of complaining about it all day and spoil the the entire day, or going to the washroom, cleaning it up, and continuing with the daily routine as if something never happened, okay? It says avoiding negative friends. This saves one energy due to the fact that when people are next to each other, there is a flow of energy between them. And if one is surrounded by negative people, the chances that they will be drained of their positive energy due to absorbing the negative from their friends is very high, okay? It says it is important to avoid being sucked into dramas, searching endlessly for love, looking for validation, approval, and even concentrating on what others think about self, as these are signs that one is tuning into a psychic vampire. Ooh, it says, in case this is spotted, it is important to pause and do an inner check to find out if whatever is happening is coming from an inner self that is scared and learns to take care of self. It is important to be caring and loving to the inner self. Being conscious about the inner self is the road to recovery from being a psychic vampire, okay? So it says a related mythological creature is a sexual vampire, which is supposed to feed off sexual energy. Sexual vampires include succubi and incubi. Hold on, let me click this because I want to know what it's gonna say. Let me see. It's pretty much saying everything that I just read. I feel like that was perfect. Oh, okay, it's right here though. But it doesn't, that's all it says is what I read. So it says vampires are never just vampires. Okay, but I mean, this is kind of what he was saying. Vampires are never just vampires. That energetic vampirism comes from something that they are truly missing. Something that they really need in order to complete their soul, but they're just not in a place to realize that they can provide that place. I mean, these things for themselves. And it's like the more damage there is, the more things that they go through in their life. The more that they have this piece of them sort of missing, so their energy is automatically going to compensate and try to heal them and try to fix whatever is needed. So they will suck it from someone else just for their soul survival is what I'm hearing. Whew, okay, so let's do, even though I know the esoteric meaning of Christmas, because I have taught it before, but he wants me to Google it, okay? I'm that nigga. So it says the Magi could represent either the acknowledgement of the new initiate by other initiates or possibly considering them and their traditional gifts. I don't know. Let me click this. So this is the Crusader, ChicagoCrusader.com, okay? But I feel like there's a lot of stuff in here. Let me see. This caught my eye. When considering these ideas, hidden meanings can be derived when examining the various elements. The Christ is the hidden principle inherent in the deepest part of human beings, i.e., the highest diamond-like crystalline form of spirit. This is what we are all striving for, the crystallization of our pineal glands and of our consciousness as a whole, okay? It says it represents our inner spiritual core located in our hearts. And it says love in parentheses, okay? It says, and is linked with our divine nature. The Christmas tree is evergreen, okay? What does he say in that song? I don't know. It says, and symbolizes the eternal life that awaits those who are able to access their Christ natures, okay? He says, baby, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen, okay, which is the Christmas tree, okay? It says Santa or the saint archetype honors our inherent goodness, i.e. goodness, and it is on this frequency of existence that goodness resides, and hence we are able to acquire our greatest gifts through touching bases with our higher selves anchored in love, i.e. our hearts, okay? So really connecting in with the heart, maybe doing some heart meditations is what I'm really getting from this, embracing more of your heart energies and opening your heart to your guides. Like literally imagine that your heart chakra, is a lotus, okay? And open your heart literally to your guides and to your angels and to source, okay? Say those words out of your mouth, that I, open my heart to this. I open my heart to receiving these blessings and gifts that, God wishes to bestow upon me or whatever, say something to let spirit know you're open and ready to receiving, open your arms as a symbolic, showing to God that you are truly open to this, beautiful, like golden rain is what I'm getting that he's wanting to give to you or bring into your energy. Okay. It says, it is interesting that Christmas is sometimes abbreviated and spelled with an X, like Xmas. This can be seen to symbolize the idea that Christ had to be crucified on a cross of matter before becoming eligible for salvation. Our trials and tribulations, no cross, no crown, can bring out the best in us if we have the right attitude. In other words, diamonds are created under pressure. They start out as coal that Santa gives to naughty children, okay, or children in their shadow energy, okay? It says that must be transformed if we are to realize our full spiritual potential. It says these ideas may sound fanciful to the uninitiated, but it is true that the term Christ is a title and that Jesus became the Christ when he was baptized. Jesus also said that the things he could do, we can do, and even better. In other words, Jesus, the Christ, represents an archetypal humanity into which we can evolve if we honor the tenets of love. Okay, it says one more thing. For those Black people who eschew Christianity, it might be feasible to understand that Jesus or Yeshua, along with most of the other characters in the Bible, was probably Black. It says in that regard, it might be folly to reject a spiritual viable pathway to evolution because right-wing spirituality, backward racists misinterpret the true meaning of the creed. They are the ones who will most likely be in for a rude awakening when the smoke clears. With that said, the Crusader wishes yours a spiritually satisfying Christmas holiday, okay? So I feel like it kind of is Christmas for you. I feel like you're approaching this place where you're being crystallized or you're coming into your higher diamond energies, and also I feel like this is why he was talking to you about the vampires, okay? You need to be very careful of your energy at this time, like just be very careful who you give it to, who you allow in your energy at this time. Of course, you're protected, but it is like your boundaries and your awareness and your clarity of the situation that kind of help to protect you, okay? What's the overall energy? Surrender. Okay, so that's what I was talking about with that open your heart energy. There is a need for you to surrender. I feel like maybe you need to surrender the idea of Archangel Michael protecting you. It says there's nothing more blissful than the act of letting go, of setting yourself free of all that doesn't serve you, and I heard like letting go and letting God. And also that's the number 41, So I feel like they're wanting you to work on having this, like recognizing that with all this growth comes a deeper relationship with your ancestors, with your angels, and with those that guide you, It says, inside myself, I've sown beauty with wounds, which speak to my immortality in the expansive, eternal song, softly bellowing in the spirit, And it's like there, it is possible. This is why he's talking about heart chakra work, because it is possible for your heart chakra energy to be so drained from you giving out all of this love to all of these different places, and for you to not really truly be as connected with your heart, and he's saying like this could show as like having a hard time making decisions, or having a hard time choosing the direction in which you want to go, because you are like your heart chakra energy is so low, because you're always giving out that energy, he's saying like, do some indulgence, do some self-love, strengthen your intuition. It says you are worth every desire, every dream. Demand what is yours and demand what you need, And in order to do that, you must surrender to spirit completely, because they are the ones who really do get you everything that you need, you know. God puts each and every spiritual being to work in service of humanity, and each and every spiritual being that is in service to humanity is very happy to do it, because it's a blast. It really is, okay? It's really quite fun. And it really feels very fulfilling when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for the collective, you know. So it says, it is time to let go of the past, dear one. You are missing out on the blessings that are waiting to enter your life by holding on to old wounds, traumas, and hardships, which has prevented you from finding the beauty in the struggle and the lessons learned. While you cannot change the past, you can let it go and decide what your future will be. Regret will only hold you a prisoner, and dwelling on the past will blind you to the truth of how beautiful you are. Okay, it says, know that your current situation cannot be resolved until you allow yourself to heal something from your past. Surrender has come to you to facilitate the healing that is long overdue. Any mistakes you've made are practice runs that have prepared you for success, and hurts you have experienced have strengthened you and slowly molded you into a diamond of worth. That's fire. Okay, look. So it says, you can move forward knowing your past has given you the knowledge to be better prepared the next time around. Do not think your past makes you unworthy. Instead, know that you are deserving precisely because of all you have faced, you know. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of heart healing going on for you, you know. I feel like Archangel Michael's trying to open up your Hanmer space, okay? That's the other note that I got, the Hanmer space, which is like, it's kind of a cartoon terminology, you know, but it talks about an infinite extra dimensional storage area for cartoon hammers and the like, you know, which gives me Akashic record vibes, you know. It is your extra dimensional storage, you know, the place where you go back to and recall. You can go refer to lessons that you've been through and things like that, you know. And I feel like the more you heal and clear your heart, the more you have access to that extra dimensional storage space, where you not only stored, you know, the things that you've been through in this lifetime, but the things and connections that the past lifetimes have to this one. Okay. Woo. Archangel Michael talking today, okay? Look, we got magic wand, okay? Yeah, it says, yo, ideas coming your way all set. Newsflash, you know, you could be like, when you get to, you're going to know when you get to this place of truly surrendering, you know, because for the longest time, you know, I used to be like, how do I surrender? You know what I mean? How do I do that? You know, like I had said so many affirmations about surrendering and things like that, but it's more of a feeling. It's more of a release of control, you know, a release of having to always feel like you're doing everything, or like a release of the way that you think about the reasons why people do the things that they do. You know, if surrendering is like tailor made to whoever it is, you know, it depends on you, on your lessons, and on where you know you're supposed to be going, or where it is that, you know, your angels and guides are trying to guide you to. So it says, time for a magic wand shopping spree with the universe. Just point and wish, okay? It says, hocus pocus, this takes focus, okay? So it says, they say the devil is in the details. Well, so is a slice of heaven when you get specific. Whether you call it a magic wand, a pointing stick, or a lightning rod, this is the tool you need now to hone in on what you really want. This is about aligning with spirit to call in the really juicy part of all that divine has to offer. One minister we know says, ask for what, not how. Okay, be specific, focus, say what you want, but don't tell the universe how to get it. Okay, it says that's the surprise part. Once you say what you want, it's time to let go and let God. This is about aligning with the spirit and witnessing how truly wonderful it is to manifest. Whip out your magic wand and watch the magic unfold, okay? So I feel like, you know, your heart energies really is your magic wand, you know? Your heart really is the thing that makes all your wishes come true, you know? Yeah, it is the energy that really does set you free. The heart healing part of it can take a while, and it can be very difficult, you know, because so many things get stored there, and at the same time so much energy gets taken from there, because you go around just giving out love and love and love, but never giving any to yourself for quite a while in this journey. Okay, so we got time jumper. Okay, also your heart opens you up to that ability to be able to make timeline jumps and things like that. Okay, it says having the power to speed up or slow down time, seeing and operating outside the time illusion, removing blocks to tap into the time flow, you know. Yeah, we got high level demon. Okay, so you could be, I don't know, you could have some high level demonic force trying to suck out all of that beautiful heart energy, but I feel like this energy has been like defeated by you. Okay, it says a demonic force whose tactics may be more crafty or advanced to detect. They've studied their targets to find key hidden areas of attack. Okay, and then we got fire. Okay, somebody could be a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you know, or this is just all about, you know, your inner fire, awakening your passion, awakening your creativity, you know, activating your willpower and the strength that you really do have within you to persevere, you know, all about your power that you possess and the fertility, the fertile energy that you are always in, you know. It says it has transformative abilities, you know. I feel like you really have made this transformation, and you might feel like you didn't, but now is the time for you to really clear things out. And in order to get a true energetic cleansing or clearing of the body, mind, and spirit, you know, you have to involve your guides. You have to involve spirit, you know, ask Archangel Michael to come in and cut cords, you know. We got pedestal at the bottom of the deck, you know, which talks about you being of the upper echelon in the spiritual community. It says people noticing you for your gifts and giving you much jealousy and envy over it, you know. So you need to be able to like timeline jump out of those situations where people are trying to drain you, you know, or having jealousy and envy for you when they're the ones who put you on some sort of weird ass pedestal in the first place. What's time jumper? Aquarius. Okay, so you could be an Aquarius, or this time jumper. Aquarius is that beautiful star energy, you know, and it's also the number 11. So I feel like you're being led like exactly to where it is that you need to go. You know, you really are the star of your own show. They're not saying you're doing anything wrong, but they're saying there is always a way to incorporate more of that, you know, divine energy into your life. Okay, what's high level demon? Yeah, I feel like this high level demonic energy is very good at hiding. You see how long it took that to come out? They are like a super cloaker, you know. They like to cloak in the energies of love right here with this Venus at the bottom of the deck. But what is this Saturn giving to me? I feel like Saturn, you know, always makes me think about like the Saturn return. So I feel like whoever is in this high demonic energy, you know, this shit is about to be returned to them, okay? I heard tenfold, okay? It says Saturn is associated with the Roman god Saturn and sometimes with Father Time, okay? I'm going to address bullshit when it's time to, it's time to, okay? It says Saturn is often called the hard task master, probably because Saturn pushes us to feel ambition, set and achieve goals, and create secure lives. When we undertake these tasks, we usually learn important lessons through facing challenges, you know? So I feel like whoever this high level demonic energy is, you know, Archangel Michael about to create a whole lot of challenges and, you know, obstacles for this person to face that they're going to have to come through, you know. What's fire? The Leo, okay? It came out in reverse, okay? So some karmic Leo, okay? What's clearing? Oh, shit. So I see Capricorn, I see Pisces. What is this? Virgo. Virgo was in reverse, okay? So maybe there's even a karmic Virgo involved in this, you know, that you're clearing out of your energy, you know. You could totally be a Leo or a Virgo though. But Capricorn and Pisces, like I said, I see Aries, I see Cancer, and I see Scorpio. Okay, so you or anybody else could be any of those signs. So what else? Archangel Michael, we got the Nine of Pentacles right here at the bottom of this deck. You know, you really are very wealthy and you really are seeing things from a higher perspective. But I feel like you're having some spiritual warfare with like some very big energies, you know, or energies that really think they big because they were a puppet to a high level demon, you know, but they really not as big as they are. They're really not as good at creating this illusion as they think they are. What is a time jumper in Aquarius? The Knight of Wands. Okay. So you're meant to make this very passionate movement forward always, you know. What else? But I feel like in order to, because you got me looking back at this, you know, looking like this, you know, at the surrender, I feel like you surrendering to spirit, excuse me, and not feeling like you have to work so hard, you know, embracing more of that earth angel energy that you possess is what's going to push you much further in your thing, you know, what's going to give you the strength that it takes to get over like that final hump. What's the Knight of Wands and the Temperance? The Six of Wands. Hello. This is what's going to have you winning, you know, because, you know, the magic wand was talking about asking for what you want, but not telling the universe how to bring it. You know, this is what you could need to surrender. You know, you need to surrender the outcome. Okay. What's high level demon? Okay. We got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. This high level demon ain't ever been cut off from what's going on the way that they are right now. You know, they're too preoccupied with the things that are coming back to them, you know. Yeah, the devil. And the death card. It's over, done, finito. Okay, I'm hearing like thin. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of different things. Okay, what is fire and Leo in reverse? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's like the wheel is, you know, of course it's turning in your favor. You know, you're turning up to the top and they're turning up to the bottom. This is how the Wheel of Fortune works, and it was always fated to go this way, you know. Because it's like you can't surprise God. You know, God allows things to happen because for a deeper level, a lot of the things that happen earlier in our lives are just experiences that are meant for soul growth, meant to give us the testimony, meant to build our gratefulness and build our connection that we have with the light, because we've been through the dark and we know we don't like it there. And can you go through dark places and still choose the light of God, you know? What's fire and Leo in reverse? Okay, the Queen of Wands. So, I don't know. What about them? What they trying to do? I feel like they're just... Yeah, the Seven of Wands, okay? So this is somebody that you need to just continue to stand your ground against, you know? But standing your ground doesn't always have to look like such a rough thing, you know? Just maintain your boundaries and just be very calm and cool and collected and happy about the way that you deliver your boundaries to others, you know? You don't always have to be so territorial with people. Like, it's okay to just lay back and be kind of cool, you know, and still have your boundaries energetically set. What is clearing in this Virgo in reverse? Okay, the moon. Okay, so I feel like there is some energies, like these are energies that you might not necessarily be aware of, you know, that Archangel Michael is currently handling. So you could feel like, you know, your public recognition or your time in the light or your time to get whatever it is that you keep asking for is going to come, but like it's always going to come. Like this is coming, but first I got to handle this. I have to get these things out of your way. I have to remove these obstacles from your path, is what Archangel Michael is saying. Okay, yeah, we got the Page of Pentacles. In order for your potential to truly shine through, you know, I have to clear these nasty energies out of the way that are sending like the kind of energy that affects the way that others look at you, you know. They have to take away this lens that, you know, like everybody that looked at you for a while was looking through, because of the magic that this person was sending, this Virgo. Maybe this Leo and Virgo are like a team, both controlled by the same high level demon, okay? And then we got the Emperor, you know? I feel like they've been really keeping an eye on your stability and on where you're going. They would love it if you like just surrender to them, okay? But they under judgment, okay? Look, with the Seven of Swords under that, they under judgment for all that sneaky bullshit, okay? All that shit they thought was hidden, okay? Look at Justice under that. Okay, so don't worry about shit, baby. Okay, they are being turned upside down. And then I parted on the Knight of Pentacles. What's under that? Okay, the Four of Wands. Now is actually a very happy time for you. So you have to be open to surrendering to your protection, like I said, to the journey, and don't be so like nitpicky or like OCD about it. You know, like take the time to play. I mean, no offense. You know, if you really actually do have OCD, you might actually have OCD. You know. But and I know that comes with like a lot of anxiety, you know what I mean? And it can be hard to avoid doing certain things, you know. But Archangel Michael's saying like you really do have that power within you, you know. And if that OCD, like it's not always like that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. You just have a skill for paying attention to the details. There's something deep in your soul that understands the value of the things, of the actions that you take or do, you know. What is the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Temperance? Growth, okay? Like you have managed to do all this growth, you know. Like I said, when I seen that hawk on the High Priestess, you know, you really are... Did I see the hawk on the High Priestess? I guess I'm thinking about the hawk on the High Priestess. But the High Priestess came out in the last reading, so maybe that's where my mind is. But hey, I said it, so it goes here, okay? You're seeing things from a higher perspective, okay? High Priestess energy, okay? You're very glowy. Like this bird has this beautiful glowing blue light all around it, okay? And Archangel Michael's light, blue ray, okay? Archangel's light is blue, okay? That's his color. So you are heavily protected through this experience of growth, you know. What is the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Devil, and the Death card, okay? These are ghosts, okay? These could be ghosts of the past, you know, or they're ghosts because what they're doing behind the scenes is something that you really haven't seen, even though you've been made aware of it. You're still not seeing it, or you're not seeing people getting their karma. But just know they're getting that shit, okay? Look, you broke through these illusions of these battles that they were coming up against you, and now they facing this wrath, okay? Come on. I cannot make that shit up, okay? If it'll get the wrath, okay? What is the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Wands? Woo! Okay, so we got routine. So somebody could be trying to like interrupt your routine, maybe tamper, I don't know, with you in some sort of way. You know, like when you know you should be flying this way, they want you to be feeling like you should be flying this way, you know, trying to like switch up your flight pattern instead of stopping you from flying, just like kind of interrupting the way that you fly a little bit, okay? But this is all due to their self-interest, okay? So this is a warning about that, you know what I mean? Like if you feel any resistance when it comes to doing what you do on a regular basis, you know, like don't go with it. Like just do what you normally do, you know, because the way that you do things is what's going to take you into the distance, you know. You really do move the right way for you, the way that you know you're supposed to be moving. And you need to just really surrender to Archangel Michael. Let him handle everything. Don't be overthinking everything, and just let shit get handled the way it's supposed to get handled, you know. Because if we handle it, then we might fumble it. Even though we are experienced, he's saying, even though we are experienced warriors, you know, there are some things that we have to let the higher divine energies handle for us, so that they can handle it properly. Because, you know, we still haven't remembered every part of us and everything that we're able to do, you know. What's the Moon, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles? Freedom, okay? You are free, baby. You're getting freed from this. You always get freed from these scavengers who want to see you in isolation forever, okay? They commit to nothing. Look at this. Ain't shit in this nest, you know? They commit to nothing. They commit to sharing these nasty energies with each other. And so we're going to let them stew in those nasty energies. We're going to let them establish dominance over each other until they're in a place of complete displacement, okay? We'll look at the community in displacement, okay? Whole lot of mimicry going on out in these streets, okay? But you're waterproof and your gifts are really excelling and showing through right now, you know? So just stay focused and don't let anyone take you off of your path or what you know you should be doing intuitively, you know? Pretty brown eyes. The song said, butterflies in my stomach, enough to make me fly away. So I feel like you could be someone who gets a lot of like gut feelings, you know, when something's wrong or when something's not right, you know, trust that gut feeling. Trust that gut feeling over every fucking body. Because it's coming straight from Archangel Michael, okay? What's the final thought on this? Only for long. Okay, we got growth. I feel like you're really in a place where you've made so much growth, you know, and now it's going to be very important for you to stay anchored in because you're dealing with a lot of people who are still veiled, who don't see the things that the way that you see them. And you're headed for this divine energy of affluence, you know, you are already divinely affluent, but you could be shifting into this place where you are literally affluent. Okay. Affluence is all about being rich. Okay. Being wealthy. Okay. Not being rich, being wealthy. You are divinely affluent and it's that old money, baby. You better believe it. So go ahead and release, you know, give yourself some relief, you know, and don't worry about what people are doing in the shadow because see how big their shadows are. Their shadows have the power to consume them and your fire is already lit within you. So there is no being consumed by, you know, your shadow energies anymore because you worked with Ra and you burned them away. So it says a time of evolution and growth is here. You may be leaving behind outdated and antiquated relationships, mentors, belief systems, situations, or environments. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this card calls for a deeper commitment or a decision to let go in order to honor your journey. Draw another card for clarity about which direction to take regarding your situation. This card represents knowing that all will be well and for the highest good. Let me see. And then it talks about the spiral. I am going to draw another card, okay? But it talks about the spiral being one of the oldest designs to appear throughout the ages, okay? Even as far back as prehistoric times, it is a symbol of growth and evolution. It is a sacred symbol that represents the cycle of the journey of humankind, you know? And I feel like you have broken out of a lot of these cycles using this amazing energy of love, you know? So what is more advice on what they should do regarding this next cycle in their life? Yeah, we got transmute. So transmutation is going to be extremely important, you know. Make sure that you're transmuting these, you know, lower vibrational energies that are coming your way and really embracing your connection with the angelic realm and understanding that you guys are co-creating. You guys are a team. You guys are working together in everything that you do, you know. Don't ignore them and don't take them for granted. Always show that gratitude and always understand that spirit don't really have to help you. Your guides, they really don't have to do shit, but they love you and they want the best for you and they want to see you excel. And if that means fucking up all of these haters and all of these people that's trying to come up against you and get in the way of your freedom, so be it. And with that, I'm done, okay? I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. And I'll see you later. Bye.